Buenos dias a todos. Good day. Welcome all. So today I want to know a little bit about you, and you are going to tell me a little about yourself in your art. So safe practices, remember to wear your mask, covering your nose and your mouth. When you're taking it out, you use the ends, right? And if it has to wash, put it in a washing machine one time. All right, so let's see. What are we going to do today? So how am I going to learn about you? Well, let me start my slideshow from the beginning. So I want you to create a family tree, all right? And instead of using our normal resources like color pencils and paints and crayons, I want you and mommy and abuelo or tío or tia or hermano hermana to use materials that you could find in your home. All right. So the first thing I want you to know is the size of your family tree. All right. And label it at the bottom. So my little daughter, her name is Mercedes, and she comes from a big family. So she drew a trunk with lots of branches. Okay. If you come from a small family, it doesn't have to be that big. But if your family is more than two members, you can draw it a little wider. Okay. So firstly, we start off with a trunk, and I want you to name your drawing, your first name and your last name. If you want, you could use two pages stuck together to make a big tree. All right. And you can do it portrait or landscape depending on what resources you have. Okay. So I don't want you to go and take your pictures and cut it out. So first thing, we place the pictures. So there's me, there's my husband, and these are my children. Notice I did not cut anything. This is Mercedes. We just placed it down. And I use, because we don't want to see all of this and all of this, and we don't want to see that. You just use the paper. Wait, let me move my picture here. We just use bits of paper to just remove from all the area around. All right. All right. So now I use the resources that I had in my home. So I had cinnamon, which I use to cover the trunk of the tree. If you have peas, you could use peas. If you have coconut husk, you could use coconut husk. If you have anything that's looking like a trunk, you could use it. All right. Um, and then I went outside and I labeled everybody. So that's mommy and daddy, big brother, big sister, little brother, and that's me, Mercedes. That's daddy, right? And then I place the leaves strategically around everybody, making sure that I can see everybody. I have the trunk of the tree, and it begins with the mommy and the daddy. And these are the products of mommy and daddy making up the tree. All right. So this is what it looks like in the end. Notice that we're not seeing anything that I drew before. We're not seeing all the pictures, right, that you took out from your album. I'm not seeing all of that, but I'm distinctly seeing the faces and I know the members of the family tree. All right, so here we can see the full thing a little closer up. We see in the images and the leaves are covering the area, the little paper that we use. So I hope you had fun doing this. And so here I have my pictures. They can go back into the album, right? I didn't destroy them. I use it for my project. The leaves that I cut, cinnamon that I use. I want you to be creative. So you use your resources that you have home, right? No paints, no coloring this time. We're doing art now. We're doing craft with found materials, materials that you have in your home to build your family tree. And now that I'm finished here, all I have to do is pack back my pictures. I just use cinnamon, pack back my cinnamon, and take my leaves and put it in the compost heap. All right, girls. So that's our art session today. Take good pictures. I want good pictures. I want to see your family tree. Don't forget to label it so I can know who is who. And I know this is your family tree. All right. Adios. Don't forget safe practices. Wear your mask, covering your nose, covering your mouth.